What's up, guys? Thanks, and welcome back to Gaslit News. This segment, YouTuber News. So, today's drama is insane. I don't know how to feel about this. I actually did a video over on Princess Lightfoot last year where not Funky Dineva, Tamar. Tamar was involved in an incident.
I don't know what happened to the lady.
To the lady.
Went out.
With Krishan Rock. And the guy, the Patty Pies guy, she hit the guy. She did not knock his tooth out. I proved that in that video. Take a look at that. I'll put a link up there. But shout out to Storm Monroe because that's actually how I found out this even happened. But he says like Tamar, her and the Patty Pies guy fell out because she was like encouraging him not to call the police. Like she didn't want him to call the police. She was just basically like, hey, all right, maybe get some money for your tooth, but you don't have to call the police. So that's the angle that Storm Monroe brought up. Like, basically this is ironic because now like a year later, multiple of your teeth are out. So I guess maybe that's why you're not calling the police. So now how does it feel? Like something happened to you. Now you can't even call the cops, about it. So I don't know. I wanted this situation personally really gives me a dark feel. It feels really dark. For some reason it gave me a Kanika Jenkins vibe, and I don't know if it's because she's like woke up with missing tooth and in a pool full of blood. It's like what she's saying on like her post, and so it's just like I don't know. It's just creepy, like passing out, and then it sounds like she wasn't meant. If that's the case, 4 teeth missing in blood, it sounds like she wasn't meant to wake up. If this even is for real, my husband brought up the fact that it may not even be real. This may just be like for some sort of, I don't know what kind of promotion that could be though. 4 teeth. I don't know. And maybe when she resurfaces, it'll be like the 4 back teeth and we never even know anything happened. But I don't know. In my spirit, it feels really dark. I don't know why, but it does. And then possibly because of Funky's whole reaction, he even looks crazy to me. I know he looks crazy anyway. Normally he looks kind of wild, but he just got that kind of look. But no. Even it's as it pertains to this situation, it's just giving so much darkness. And then there's even the video where they were like coming into the situation, and this is crazy because this was supposed to be celebrating Funky Dineva's birthday. But it really felt like it was about Tamar. And I actually have a personal story time later related to why, if in fact happened, what I think happened, a possibility, is relative to that. So let's just look at Funky explain like his whole response to like, I guess people in his chat, like, hey, what are you gonna say about Tamar? Because like they're like good friends. They're supposed to be friends. And he's like, this lady.
I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out.
Did I pause it?
Video y'all saw, or whatever. With us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together.
Oh, I think it's like struggling to play in here. I'm gonna have to play it separate. Let me see.
I'm talking about Tamar Braxton.
Yes, I'm glad I like this. It doesn't play good in that studio. Hopefully I can. See.
I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the B12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at B12. That's the video y'all saw, or whatever, with us walking in. They're making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, "Can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number?" I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time, and it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation.
I'll just let it finish playing so you guys, in case you didn't hear this, but I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this before, but
I did not think anything.
Just look at how wild his eyes are. It's like, it's just, I don't know, if nothing happened, why? You just seem like you would be more relaxed than that. Like, it's like his eyes are like, it's like, I don't have a reason to worry about this. I don't know, I can do anything. I don't know. And then it's like, step by step, he's talking about, where the events, as if we are like the police or something. Like, here's a lot of events that I did. Like, it's all ready. And that's just so weird. Like, it's just so weird.
Of it, people ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady says she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. I know some of y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all going to be committed to thinking I'm biased. Y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened.
Now, I know that Q makes it known that he does cocaine. He sniffs cocaine. I'll just still say allegedly, but he has literally even said, I may have taken a bump in the bathroom a couple times, whatever the case may be, but I was not that high. Like, this is one of the streams where he was defending himself against Michelle A.T.L.E. Brown, was saying that he was like a cokehead. So, I mean, my gosh, I cannot, this is so strange. Wow, this is really wild. So, when I am looking into his eyes, this is really, really bad, because I just don't believe him. And then that's a little really worse because now, looking at him, what I do know is something happened. Something definitely happened looking into his eyes. I don't think that there's anything for like a PR stunt or anything to draw attention to Tamar. So that's not the good part. Something definitely happened to this woman, and he definitely looked like he knows, but he definitely is like giving us in the eyes, I am not saying a thing.
And that's the God honest truth. Now, I know for some of y'all, that's not going to be good enough, but you're going to have to make it enough. I promise you.
Just like so that's just like what your mom tells him, you go to the store. And I know he's like, he's always good at these colloquialisms and these jokes. But isn't that the truth, though? If this, your mom sends you to the store or something, you literally have to make it enough. But the lie is, if the bread is $2 and you only give me $1.50, how do you expect it to really be enough? So you understand what you're saying? How can we make it enough, Q? You know that you're not giving us the correct amount of change to buy that, to buy these lines.
Isaac's life, I don't know what happened.
And this is horrible. I don't know who Isaac is, but I'm like hoping and praying he's not talking about Isaac in the Bible, because that is really, really disgusting. You do not have to just like, that's like, at what point will Funky Dineva like stop with the mouth? You know what I'm saying? Like, some things it's like he'll say anything to, it is what it is, I guess. It's a lot.
Nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know.
We can put that to bed, right? Like they put Tamar to bed that night.
I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing? And the lady didn't respond. Okay? So I don't know what's going on with the lady.
So what we need to know is, did she say she was missing 4 teeth before or after she asked for Dr. Heavenly's phone number? Because that's not making any sense. You said that, oh, people ask for Dr. Heavenly's phone number all the time. I don't know what it's about. So if she just sent you the text, hey, what's Dr. Heavenly's phone number? You just gave it to her. And then she goes, I'm missing 4 teeth. But you did know why she sent the text at that time. So it seems like more like you would have explained it in that order. Like, she asked me for Dr. Heavenly's phone number. She said she's missing 4 teeth. But you didn't say it like that. You told us, like, listen, I will tell you this. So, okay, so I'll give you this much. So it's like, you know more. You definitely know more. But you're only going to give us what you're going to give us. So possibly you know more, and Tamar knows you know more, and she's not able to say anything, or she doesn't. Oh gosh. This is so creepy. It's something so dark about it. It feels like you all may have gotten Tamar in a precarious situation where she can't call the police, where she would be embarrassed to call the police. And what we do know about Q is that he is not he says that he's willing to sleep with women, and he has slept with women. Okay? Q is down with that, right? Let me see. So let me just because I'm very clear about this. All right. So he's down to sleep with women, and he slept with women. Tamar, she hangs around a lot of gay men. She has gay friends, and some. Not saying he is, but some gay men are attracted. I'm just saying, let's just say theoretically, right? Because I don't know why didn't she call the police and she's missing 4 teeth? Why didn't he just tell us just like that? Because that would seem to be the real big thing to let you know. Not like, all right, I'll give you some of this tea, girl. This is not tea. This is supposed to be your friend. Not this lady. It's not this lady. It's not this tea. Like, this is supposed to be your friend, Tamar. And then it's like lots of people ask for Dr. Heavenly's phone number. Dr. Heavenly is actually your close friend too. So that would mean that oh gosh. So you guys are all in a friend circle. Not this lady. All of a sudden this night she became this lady. And then whatever happened, so it seems and feels like something dark happened, and that they may have, and this again, theoretically, and in my opinion, and what I'm, just feeling out since from the situation, that they may have gotten Tamar in a precarious situation where if she did call the police, and something embarrassing or maybe even damning about her could be revealed. And so she just kind of had to take that L, whatever it may be. And so one of the situations could be that she could have been having, this is just a hypothesis, right? Who knows? She could have been having a threesome. She could have been having a threesome with these guys. Something went wrong because somebody really was mad all the whole time, and they knocked her goddamn teeth out. Things could have gotten wild another kind of way, and the teeth got knocked out. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't that malevolent. Statues are around. I don't know. You know what I mean? Who knows? But definitely it ended darkly. If in fact she's missing these teeth. And so now the only other thing that I suspect happened when I saw this video, I said, oh gosh, and that broke my heart. That broke my heart a little bit because it brought me to a situation that happened to me on my cousin's birthday. Okay, so keep in mind, this is actually Q's birthday, and that she was going out with him to celebrate. So actually, before we get there, because this is actually the end of what he's saying, let's just look at a couple of these comments. So, oh my gosh, this sounds like that was about you. Someone says maybe she was drunk and ran into a wall or something and could be exaggerating about the pool of blood. I mean, yeah, that's very possible. And then the way that Q was talking about it, all of a sudden she's this lady. It sounds like, look, she was my friend, but after that night and how she acted, not anymore, honey. Like she maybe gotten too drunk, got out of control, and then that happened. And then he's like, look, I'm glad she's alive, but I'm done. You know what I mean? So it could be something like that, because how she turned into this lady and then this horrific event happens, like that's just crazy. And then you guys were just out together partying. Like we're gonna look at how. So even if you don't know these two, you're gonna see how they're together partying. It doesn't look like he's partying with some lady. It looks like they're very like close friends. So somebody said Saturday night. I think that meant shady night. This reminds me of the James and Krishan situation. Tamar always have some scandals going on. Somebody says these lips are yapping and telling a lot. What is he trying to get ahead of? Mm-hmm. And that's what the earlier comments are basically saying too. Let's go up there because the most recent comments are all saying like basically what it all really sounds like. Him calling her that lady is concerning. Right. This sounds like a scheme that Todd set up. I had to heart that. I love it. I love this. Sounds like a scheme that Todd set up. That is amazing. I gotta remember some of this stuff. It sounds like a scheme that Todd set up. Oh my gosh. I gotta put the jib in there. He don't seem empathetic. I mean, at all. Oh, she's the lady now, not Tamar. This man is not a friend. Exactly. Okay, really quickly, guys. Here's a reality of the situation. And not even speaking of all gay men, because that's just gonna be a whole nother video, a whole nother topic, whole nother like list of comments in the comment section. Just when it comes to Funky Dineva, and he's like really, that's just because he looks really weird, pause like that. Just and even in terms of Funky Dineva, listening to his channel, you can see that he does not like women. He Funky Dineva in particular does not like brown women. Like that's literally all he like talks about, and that's like his funniest, most entertaining, thing that you all love. He rags on. And that's something that I had to I just realized over time, because when I first found Funky Dineva, I was a very much younger, immature woman. I would say much more immature, not much more younger. But yeah, I started first found out about Funky Dineva probably about 10 to 13 years ago. Funky Dineva's been out around for a while, but he just got more and more into his own space and more of a platform where he could just speak himself. And then I just started like watching it more and things like that. And it just became centered more around him and not the shows. And it's like, okay, I can really see, this person, it's all drags, right? It's so funny. It's all this drags. It's dragging. But the most people that he's always dragging is women that look like me and you. And so that's strange because like it's a woman that had him and woman before her. And it's like he hates women. It's like at this point, that's your whole thing. That's why it's like with YouTuber news, it's like anything could be more, frequent and things like that. But it's like a part of you, what you do every single day. You can't just focus on one person every single day, you know what I'm saying? Or even one genre of people. Like something, one of the other things are going to happen. Like hate will start, or it's like worship. And either way, that's not what you do with your time. You have the one and only to worship, and you shouldn't hate anything but sin. So it's just a waste of time and in your actual soul and spirit. So I every now and then something happens with YouTube news, but I'm not gonna harp on Storm and Roll, this person and that person and all that. I just find it weird and a waste of time. But I thank you guys for subscribing for those videos, and hope you subscribe to for this one. But in any event, yeah, so he's talked about brown women for so long, and he's monetized. I mean, big monetized, to the point where Fox Soul, offered him a check. He was getting the money, and then to continue out, he wanted more money, and they wouldn't give it to him. And it was enough that he could say, "I don't need this. I can go back to my YouTube channel." And he was right. Take a look at him on Social Blade. The guy is doing great on YouTube, and it is centered on his disdain for brown women. all hues of so-called black women. So, there you go. That's not a surprise to me that anything would happen, with any woman on his time, on his watch. You know what I'm saying? But not on my watch. I just had to say that because, I could bang something that was really cool. So anyways, she went from being Tamar to being the lady. It's not looking good for Rashida or Tamar. Oh yeah, because that whole thing with Rashida. Yeah, I don't want to do. Folks better stop playing with K. Michelle. Karma don't miss. Oh, y'all crazy. First of all, Rashida didn't do anything to K. Michelle. I even did a voiceover for that whole little scene. She didn't even land like one little slap or punch or kick or anything. And we all know that K. Michelle would have like mopped the floor with Rashida. She's like a toothpick. So I don't know about that. Not you got an alibi. Right. That's what I was feeling like. This is a complete alibi. Who do you think we are? Like, Georgia PD? You don't have to tell us these things like this. And then if we are Georgia PD, I want to know, so did you get the text about the 4 teeth before she asked for, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Heavenly Summer? This man is nobody's friend. I don't know why they keep telling him their business for real. Right? Okay, so okay. So back to the center of why he's making so much money, and because you guys enjoy him talking about other women, and this is the sad truth of it. And while we are nearing the end of the world and the end of time, some things should probably, they definitely should stop. And if not, they have to be brought to the light, and people have to take accountability. Like, when are so-called black women going to stop pointing the finger at another person that's kind of kicking another so-called black woman down when you women do it all the time? You women don't support each other, us women, all the time. I can't say I don't, because I do. I actually do. But there's so many. If it was a thing that we supported each other, then none of these things would be a thing. Tamar wouldn't have to hang out with these guys, who aren't her friends. She would have enough like sisterhood in her spirit to build her up. But see, the intuition, the discernment, the femininity, all that energy, it's being siphoned. It's being siphoned from her. But she's surrounded by people who actually want to be like her. You want to get your vibe. I mean, you guys are just tripping. Watch Teen Witch. Teen Witch will help. Because that whole thing, she's wanting to be popular, and she went to the witch, and it was all like, and they calling it, she's a witch, she's calling it magic, but what really happened to her in real life? Seems like she just got money. Seems like she just got people's attention. She got her hair done, she got new clothes, a little makeup on, the guy's paying attention to her, she's sitting up straight, got a little confident. You know what I'm saying? But that is things to be emulated, in a way to be emulated, like an emulant. It's all in the language too, in the spelling bees. But in any event, and that genre would know a lot more than me. Let's move on. That genre and Tamar. And shout out to Storm and Ralph. That was all in his title. The lady in multiple times they about to fall out. I think this is the subsequent result of the fallout. Tamar finally ran her mouth to the wrong person. That got 81 likes. This is all confusing. Yeah. He's trying to clear his name. That got 447 likes. Indefinitely. Well, that one about the alibi got like 1,999 likes, including mine. I wonder why he's even speaking on it, since he don't know anything. Right. And then and when you're look at how many times I can pause him. Look at how many times I can pause him, and he just has this steadfast, glassy, transfixed stare, bro. And then it's crazy too. How long has Funky Dineva had this new boyfriend too? Funky Dineva's got a new boyfriend. How long has this been a thing? Listen, it doesn't matter if they've been together for 3-6 months. It's new. They haven't been together a year. Not unless the guy was like hiding him, and now he's going forward with him, which says a lot, Funky. for how the guy really feels about you. Not the little alibi. Love, light, and healing vibes out to Tamar. Keep this man far from you. More concerned about stating not knowing what happened to clear him. Right. But isn't that the game? And that's what I'm saying. It's all good when you guys can just laugh and enjoy, hearing drags, that you could probably use on other so-called brown women or the people in your life. I mean, it's only going to be so-called brown women in your life if you really think you're going to be all smart and talk to a man like that you expect to be around you. And, oh my gosh, guys, I can't. I cannot. That'll be another video. It's some missing pieces somewhere. 47 likes. Y'all aggy in these comments. People were literally commenting on blogs saying she was with him. He's only trying to clear his name. Is anyone? What are you talking about? She was with him. She was. All right, so we'll stop the comments there, and then we'll just go to the fact of the matter then. Okay, so I want you guys to take a look at this because this. Okay.
After he was the last one to be seen out in public.
Shout out to what's in the news on TikTok. I'm gonna follow that person.
But with Tamar, because she posted this shocking.
For those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton.
What?
I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out.
He's holding it too in the gray. I'm sorry, I wasn't even watching at first, but I didn't notice at first. It's so prominent. Then he starts grabbing it because he can feel it. So then remember I was just saying, remember about the hypothesis I had earlier?
Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the roof, Chris. We ate.
Okay. Do you notice how he's walking in the back as if he's her security? I understand that. Now look, from the beginning, I guess because we can't come in the door together, and I get that she's the star. First day here, I get that she's a star, but it is his birthday. And it's just you're going out with him. So it doesn't have to be every single place you go and we're friends that you're the star. Tonight, you just let me walk first. You know what I mean? Because we're celebrating my birthday. I'm saying, if it were even me and I'm the star, I'm going to do that because it's your birthday. It's not even going to be about me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But then by him being a man, so I don't know if child, I don't have these issues. But just speaking on a level of friendship and it's your birthday, and I'm normally a star every day of my life. I don't know. I don't like a lot of attention and scrutiny, which is crazy to have a YouTube channel. I literally just thought that I don't know. I thought I thought a lot about YouTube. That's another video. But in any event, yeah, no. So for me, I would think that if your job is to be on the spotlight, when you're going out with your friend to celebrate your friend, it would be easy to make it about your friend because it's literally always about you for your job. You know what I'm saying? So it's his birthday. Let him come in front. You being you know what I mean? And I think that could have been an issue that Q had from the get go. This looks weird. They are he's her bodyguard, and then also why is he dressed like that?
Well, Funky Dineva.
I've seen him in the club before. He's not dressed like that. So they're holding hands right here.
After he was the last one,
she's just kind
of to be seen out in public.
She's not really saying anything we don't know. I'm actually showing more. So let's just hang up very quickly, and now it's all about her. This is so strange. And he's in the back. And then notice how he even brought up doing the walkthrough in his whole playback. So that was a significant moment in the night for him was the walkthrough. And that's pretty sad because she's leading it, and it should be him that's leading it because it's his birthday. So even when the guy hugs Tamar, he's looking back at this guy. looking back at Q. So now it's finally like it's about Q. Now that we're in the birthday room, it's about Q. And now this guy is bigging it up for him. But look at that. Q was like, this bullshit. This bullshit. I can't believe this bitch do this. She's probably going to go and just texting right now about how she had the nerve to like be like, oh, she's taking me out for my birthday, but then she does the whole walkthrough. She took the whole walkthrough. It could have started here. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. I just feel like something about it is giving me such creepy Kanika Jenkins vibes. So this is what he's good for. And that's what this is like saying. So now I can shoot with the skull for him, but like, it's about you, man. What you mean? And then he's dancing, and now she's got to dance on him. And I guess that's the thing. Now it's about, I guess that's what we can do for your birthday. But I feel like he would do that at the club at any time. You know what I mean? It's his birthday. Let him do the walkthrough. That lady, huh? I don't know. It just didn't seem like that lady. Seemed like they're really good friends. So yeah. So basically, see. All right. Really quickly, before I let you guys go, I just wanted to share like a situation that happened with me on my cousin's birthday. And this was like many years ago. I was younger. I think I was in my early 20s. Yeah, definitely. I may have been 19. I may have been 19 because I don't even know. Or just 21. But it was her birthday, and I hadn't gone to the club like much, like ever in my life. So I was very excited. That's the truth. And it was her birthday. I didn't dress up for the occasion because I didn't want to show her up or anything like that. Even being young, I had that much knowledge, you know what I mean? But I did dress up to go out, you know what I'm saying? And so I dressed up to go out, and she just, this is literally what happened. Like, we didn't get in an argument. I'm getting smart. I didn't get smart with her or anything. I'm not that kind of person, and she knows that. And we were together, she did seem like she had an attitude when we, when we met each other before we got to the club. Actually, was she okay? She was like, yeah, everything's cool, we're gonna go, whatever. And so we go in the bathroom, and we're in the mirror doing our like makeup. Well, at that time I didn't wear much makeup because I was like, did not have any money to do that at all. So it's really just like lipstick and eyeliner kind of thing. I was putting on lipstick, and then she just, I don't remember much. She just was hitting me. She just started hitting me. She just attacked me. She literally just attacked me. She was like my great cousin. She's like my, I won't even say the connection in my family, but she's like, yeah, my great cousin. And she attacked me in the bathroom of that club that day. And it was so bad that the other girls in the bathroom, they broke it up. And they were literally telling, while she's hitting me, I'm finding out what happened from them. And some people people are standing around. Some people are just standing around watching. And then some people are breaking it up, and people are talking about it. So it's like, what happened? And she's like, I don't know, they can't make it together. That girl just started beating her. That girl just started hitting on her. That girl just pulling her hair out of her. I like track hair on the floor. She was just like pulling my hair, hitting me off. That was my own blood cousin. And like literally, I drove at the time. I had my license, and I drove us to the club. It's like a bar, lounge, club, whatever. It was like a club. And she attacked me, for nothing. I was so hurt. And even the next, so basically, I think they broke us up. She like left on her own. She got home, however way she got home. And then I went home, and the next day she was just like, you all right? And I'm sorry. And even though it was so weird. She had like a tear in her eye, but she was, that same eye looked still like evil and angry, and she was still in this stance of like she couldn't stand me. And it hurt me so bad because she was like my favorite cousin, my favorite girl cousin. Like I loved, at that time she was, right? She was one of two. The other girl cousin lived really far away, so, but yeah, she, no, not her, not a favorite anymore. And so I think what happened that night with my girl cousin was because I did look really pretty and really nice. We're Indian. My mom knocked the wave out of my hair, and which is not good. My hair is thinner now. And, her mom didn't. She has all her thick hair, all her thick wavy hair. So it was like harder to like put into tracks, and I didn't know how to cornroll to do it for her. I still don't know how to cornrow. I know how to braid. I just didn't pick up on that. And then, and she didn't want to wear her real wavy hair out. She didn't know what to do with it, so she did wear her hair in a bun. And it was her birthday, and she always chose to wear her hair in a bun because she felt like she didn't know what to do with it, or she didn't like it out in curly because she didn't feel like she was confident to wear her hair like that. Like, it didn't like have to be like that. I absolutely have to go back to the nail salon tomorrow because, sidebar, guys, you got to speak up at the nail salon, and I really did. I spoke up a lot, and even still, she tried to say like, "Oh, she say you're difficult." No. It's not like that. It wasn't like that. First of all, I don't want it all thick, and I don't want to look like a claw. I want to let my fingers. And then second of all, I have eczema, and this can like swell up, and I rebuke that. Okay, and so yeah, this stuff I need more space, and it's bothering me. So I gotta find it, and I gotta find it fast. My little cha. So I gotta get this video done. So like, yeah, she was just being like insanely jealous, basically, and that's not right because she could have prepared for her birthday more. She could have asked me to come over and try to do something with her real hair, but I'm glad she didn't because then if it didn't look right, if it wasn't good, then she could have blamed it on me. You know what I mean? She'd have had more reason to beat me up for no reason, So I don't know. That was my only other hypothesis is that maybe, she he really pissed she really pissed him off with that whole walkthrough thing. And then after that, Tamar can get smart at the mouth. Somebody even said that in something about her mouth in the comments, you know what I mean? Maybe at some point she's popping off at the mouth and he, they got to an altercation and she got the worst of it. Or maybe somebody else hit her and I don't know. So that's another possibility. I don't know, guys, drop it in the comments. What do you think actually happened in the case of, I don't know what happened to that lady. Okay? Because you don't know what happened to that lady. And it really would seem that she would only be that lady. Even to us, she's like, Tamar. That's crazy. All right, guys. If you haven't already, don't forget, guys, like this video because it really helps the channel, the algorithm, and consider subscribing for YouTuber news or Gaslit News. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Wow.